This is NBC Palm Springs.
Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us for Midday News. It is Wednesday. I'm Thalia Hayden. We have a lot to get to right now, so let's see what's happening. New at 11, today is the big day for Desert Sands Unified School District students to return to the classroom. Now, all Coachella Valley districts are back in session. Our Tony Fan caught up with some students on their first day.
First day of school for Desert Unified School District. Now, they're starting up today. We got a chance to talk to the principal yesterday. He told us a lot of the same protocols will be in place for the school. Of course, masks, that's a requirement for indoors. Outdoors, that is optional. And we talked to some students around campus. They told us that they're happy, they're excited to be back on. Of course, this is the first in person in a very long time, about a year and a half or even more for many of these students. But we talked to them and take a listen to what they had to say about it.
I'm really excited for this new school year because I actually get to see my friends in person. I miss them a lot, and having like a whole year in virtual, this makes it up a lot just seeing everyone here. So I'm excited. My expectations for the school year is to at least have a couple events like football games, some dances hopefully, and then hopefully have graduation in person.
I'm kind of nervous because like it's the first day of school and like we haven't been here for like 2 years, like in school. So I hope it goes well and I can find my classes.
But we're going to continue to follow these schools, these local school districts for the rest of the year. Make sure you stick with us on air as well as online. Follow us at NBCPalmSprings.com. Reporting in Indio, Tony Fan, NBC Palm Springs.
Thanks, Tony. As kids enjoyed getting back to school, parents still reeling over last night's Desert Sands Unified School Board meeting. The regularly scheduled meeting turned into a free-for-all when a group of parents and students protested in front of the building. Many were upset with the mask mandate and say the choice should be up to the individual parents.
I think that schools should teach students how to think and not what to think, because schools are teaching them that you're either oppressed or an oppressor, which is wrong.
I know that there are people that don't like the mask, and I understand that part of it because of the fact that children's identity kind of gets lost in the mask.
The district says they will also be using contact tracing to notify parents and students of any infections. But that small protest you're seeing outside was just the beginning. Inside the meeting, parents took the opportunity to express their feelings about the COVID guidelines, which is when the meeting took a downward turn. Now, those are the parents chanting, "We pay you." This came after several public comments were made ranging from topics like the mask mandate, critical race theory, and sex education. Other parents defended the district's policy, saying they were in favor of masks to keep their children safe. But the meeting ended abruptly after a parent attempted to speak a second time.
We're going to close the meeting and empty the room because you guys cannot be quiet. You're interfering with our meeting.
Now, the board members told all attendees to leave the building. Psychologists say those who are troubled and struggling tend to believe in conspiracy theories and see the world in a black and white way. This small group pales in comparison to the number of Americans who support local school districts requiring masks. A new poll reveals nearly 70% agree with masks. Another thing addressed in that poll, vaccine requirements. A majority of Americans support requiring vaccination proof to travel or attend large events. New at 11, show me the data. That is what a number of health experts are saying ahead of the president's announcement on a plan for COVID-19 vaccine booster shots. Britt Conway has more on what that plan could look like and why some experts worry it may be jumping the gun.
President Joe Biden talking boosters. The White House says he'll lay out his COVID-19 booster shot plan today. Preliminary data suggests the general population might need a booster about 8 months after their final dose, and sources say they could be offered by mid to late September, pending FDA authorization, that is, with plans to prioritize healthcare workers, nursing home residents, and the elderly. Both Moderna and Pfizer-BioNTech say their two-dose vaccines are protective for at least 6 months. But Pfizer-BioNTech submitted initial data to the FDA saying a third shot may help maintain a high level of protection against COVID-19. Still, a number of health experts say they want to see more data from the CDC.
There are data emerging from Israel, from the United Kingdom, that look as if the immunity may be waning, but it's unclear what is waning. I would hope that their guidance is nuanced enough so that people can choose.
It will be very important that the data are shared so everyone can take a look and make a decision as to what they want to do.
And there's still the challenge of getting more people to get their first dose. Only about 60% of Americans 12 and up are fully vaccinated. And the mask mandate debate rages on as Delta continues to spread, now making up nearly 99% of new cases.
You have two weapons here. One is vaccines, the other is masking.
I'm Britt Conway reporting.
All right, time now to turn to